We've talked about how to build measures. We've demonstrated already how to use tags to be able to compare measures to other measures and get a % of change across intervals. Let's talk about how we take measures and contextualize them with more information from some of the events that we're monitoring. In this example, we're going to take our energy tag that we already have, that we've been calculating our hourly and our shift length numbers off of. And we're going to take that hourly, we're going to bring it down to the calculation, and we want to associate our cost per hour of energy. I'm going to look over into my data sources. I've connected to an MQTT broker. That broker, as I start to browse the namespace, has within it a tag that represents my kilowatt hour cost. This could be something that we've connected maybe to our service provider via a web API, and now we're publishing it to our broker. Either way, we want this piece of information available to us. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring that over as a tag. We'll just call that energy cost. All right, energy cost is going to come into my calculation that I have currently built, cost per hour. Let's look at what's currently there is my hourly number. I'm going to take this energy cost, make it into an hourly, and then deploy and bring that in. So I have now my average hourly kilowatt hour cost, and I have my the delta of my totalizer, or the counter aggregate for what I used. So if I just do a simple multiplication, that is going to give me, and I will backfill it, that is going to give me the actual cost per period. There we go. All right, so now I have a sense of what did it cost me in energy for each of these periods. 48 cents, 53 cents, 37 cents. What a great rate I'm getting on electricity, right? Don't you wish that was the case in your world? Of course, I'm working with just simulator data that I've created for this demonstration. But let's further contextualize this now. So my hourly energy cost has been established, cost per hour, right here. My cost per hour needs additional contextualization. So I would like to now take this number and associate it with the product that I'm running so that I can begin to roll up and understand what is the cost of energy that I've used per batch or per product run. To do this, I need to add context to this. I'll undeploy it, and then I'm going to come up to my filler1 product batch event, bring this event over and into my context. It's telling me because I've already deployed this calculation that adding context is going to require it to backfill again. That's okay, I'm fine with that. I also am going to bring the product attribute along with this. I can have many different attributes established and associated to an event. Flow does not assume that I want to bring every single one of those attributes with me when I start to contextualize measures. So I have the option to bring the attributes that I'd like. Okay, all I have to do now is rerun this, deploy it, give it a second, and what's going to happen is Flow's data engine is looking back to the 10th of September. Every hour, it is calculating based on the production calendar that says my day starts at 6 a.m. Every hour, it's going to grab from my data source all of the raw data, including my MQTT broker, which it's been historizing that data now so that Flow can calculate it. Flow is actually historizing the real-time values for me. Every hour, it'll take all of that raw data and it will combine it as I've configured it inside of my retrieval section. Then it's going to take that total. It's going to go over to the event filler1 batch, and it is going to take whatever product was running in that hour, and it is also going to contextualize my energy cost for each product during the hour. So if I had a product that ran the first 40 minutes of the hour and then a different product that ran the last 20 minutes of the hour, I would have two different products represented that hour, and the appropriate energy cost would then be split amongst those products. Let's take a look, and we can see exactly what I've described has happened. So in the most recent hour, from hour 21 to hour 22, we made Apple the entire time. We had 48 cents worth of energy used. All 48 cents got attributed to Apple. All right, so now let's take this cost per hour measure, this hourly, and let's take it and create a daily. And then we'll also go ahead and do a cost per week. I'm going to flatten this. And if we take a look at our cost per day and deploy this, we'll take a look at our cost per week and deploy this. What happens when we roll up from the hourly to the daily? Well, we have these hourly slices of the energy attributed to each product that will now get summed up based on the total length of the product run. So as I look at my daily, energy cost per day, daily, as I look at my daily, what I will see is that from the 18th to the 19th, we had a total of $11.65 of cost attributed to this line. That was divided across two different products, grape and raspberry. Accordingly, the day before, $10.83 divided across three products. The day before, $11.91 divided across two products, and so on. So as you can imagine, having this type of information available to you on a daily report, a weekly report, a monthly report, or really maybe your concern isn't around energy usage or water usage, but raw materials. Maybe it would be the amount of raw goods that you're consuming in order to make product. Really, there's 100 different ways that you could contextualize measures with events. Downtime is another great example. In fact, there's another video that I'll make that will walk into downtime and how you can use your flow system to create downtime events. Check that out. I hope this was helpful. And the goal here is that if you have any questions that aren't being addressed in these videos, that you would reach out. You can do that by sending us an email, info@flow-software.com. Thanks.